each side presenting strong arguments for their stance. On the one hand, logic is considered to be rational and objective, providing a clear path for decision-making and problem-solving. On the other hand, emotions are seen as subjective and intangible, but essential for our well-being and personal relationships. Should you buy her a dinner, or should she learn how to cook to make a dinner? Who's right and who's wrong? Let's find out. Welcome to Emotions versus Logic, the show that pushes dating and relationships to a whole new level, with your hosts, The Real Dana and Steve the Dean Williams. The Real Dana, aka Dana with the Data, is the former co-host of the #1 YouTube morning show, Star in the Morning. She's currently digital content creator and co-host of the Man Up Show with Judge Joe Brown on the Real Dana YouTube channel. Her motto? F*** what you think and love yourself first. With over 40 years in the game, Steve the Dean Williams is an expert in relationships of all stages, from the single life to the married life and all points in between. Steve teaches men to unplug themselves from the dating matrix of TV, radio, and some of these cupcake YouTubers who cry about women all the time. The call-in number is 833-859-8744. That's 833-859-8744. Who wins tonight? Emotions or logic?
This is your check. Go ahead. Beat me with them down. This is your
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Happy Saturday.
This is your shot. This is your shot.
First of all, unlike you
This is your
I
shot.
don't kick people backs in.
No. I was wrong. This is your shot. You're right.
Every time we have an audio issue, you're always wrong. However, this is the first time you're going to admit it, and that's fine. But I don't kick people backs in.
And thanks to our boy, yeah. It went through smoothly on the back end. It was a nice conversation on the back end of understanding. No, I'm saying your conversation as I was doing what I was doing. I'm saying your conversation. I'm saying your conversation. Hey, that smoothed it over. Let's just say that didn't piss you off. That kind of, see, you still got that smile on your face. That smoothed it.
Because he comes in and
I know he's right. And I appreciate that.
Right.
I appreciate that. That's on me. It was all me. My fault. That was on me.
Yeah.
But I admit it.
We're late because of Steve today. That's fine.
But
now, if it was on the other foot,
I'll be blaming you.
Waited for me. Would he have waited?
I would have. Yes, I would have waited. I would have made that transition. I would have smoothed it over like it was on the other side. So, thank you. I appreciate. Hey, that was on me. It was a bumbling. It just on me. That was on me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your patience.
It's fine.
Everything was fine. Appreciate your patience. I see where the problem was. It's fixed now. Now we can do the show. now we can.
You on CPT time tonight?
Now we can do the show. Now I got to give you extra 30 for that. I got to give you.
No, we had extra 45. We 45.
I got to give you extra for that. You know what I mean? That was on me. All right. So we can do the show now.
I want to ask you, how was the movies? How was that movie?
The Quiet Place 2?
Yeah. That's part 2 or 1?
It was like all of them. It's like all the sci-fi. I mean, it was good. I mean, I love sci-fi. Did you watch Power?
Yes.
I didn't like that.
It needs to end. That's because it just needs to end.
It's just too, it's too all over the place. Too many moving parts right now. So I don't.
And it's he's not his dad, and he's not his clothes.
Yeah, now he's trying to say I got to be my dad and all this stuff. All right, look, okay, so for all of you, we are here now. Dana, it's not Dana's fault. It's all my fault. So Dana, we're
my fault.
It's definitely my fault. So, but there was a little, you got it, on their back end. Yeah, me, right? Little chitty chat, It
was a lovely conversation, but it's always a lovely conversation. I
understand that, but that was just as things went, right, the buffer. It was the buffer. So if it wasn't a buffer, you'd be pissed right now.
No, actually, no, I wouldn't, because I knew it wasn't me.
I know it. All right. Okay. So let us get to what we were supposed to be getting to. Thank you guys for being patient with us. We're here now.
Yeah, hello to everybody on Real Dana and everybody on X. Yeah, I mean,
everybody on X.
I got nothing to do tonight, so everybody was sitting there waiting anyway.
Everybody was doing something. Okay, so how y'all doing, man? Appreciate all you here. Boxing, I got you. Boxing, what I told you I'm about to do for you, buddy. I'm gonna set you up. Got you. So for Dana, let's get into it. Let's talk on it. So we're talking about entitled women. That's what we're talking about today. Entitlement. And do women or should women move that way? You know what I mean? Should women move as far as when it comes to entitlement, where they feel that they got to call the shots when it comes to relationships?
Mm-hmm.
Should they be able to say, okay, well, this is what I want? Now, Dana, I do have something I want to play when it comes to that. I'd like to play real quick. If that's okay, that connects to this. So allow me to.
I have the video. We could watch that whenever and break it down. But yeah,
we'll let her break it down. But I want to play this out because I want to get your thoughts on this. So let me go ahead and grab this and let's play this. Here we go. Check this out.
It's not an on and off. It's always on. If you are not capable of being in your feminine at all times, I would reconsider your status as a wife. I would say that you might not be wife material yet, because men naturally, heterosexual men, don't want to be in a relationship with another man. They're choosing a woman because they want the thing that they don't have. If you want to be wife material, you have to be the thing that attracts a man. And what attracts him is going to be your femininity. Ego is really big for us. Like women are very egotistical. We tend to allow our heads to get so big, and society has allowed it too. We are now comfortable being the captain. We're not comfortable being someone that's sitting behind the captain or a co-captain. We want to be the captain. With stipulations that not all captain duties I have to have. You want to be the man, but you don't want to build anything. You don't want to fix anything. You don't want to actually do the hard labor things that men will do in order for you to have what men produce.
All right. So what is your take on what she's saying, tying into the entitlement thing? Because I think that was something that kind of connects everything. What is your take on what she's saying right there?
I mean, she's not saying anything new. There have been a lot of reputable women, who said that. So I agree with her. And I like the way she's putting it, because she's not kicking women backs in, and nothing like that. But that is true. And I think that's a good reminder, because I think people, especially women, forget that. And that does go along with what we're talking about today, because women nowadays do feel more entitled more than ever because of social media and the access that they have when it comes to gaining attention from men. However, I got to blame the men as well, because you give women so much attention, they feel like they deserve it. They feel like that's how it's supposed to be. So you're supposed to like my picture. You're supposed to pay for everything. You're supposed to do all these things for me to get my attention. So it kind of works both ways, but she's absolutely right. I mean, a real man, just because you're heterosexual don't mean you're a real man, does not want to come home to another man in any type of way. So, yeah, I agree.
Well, you're saying a real man doesn't want to, but a real man doesn't put up with it as well. But a lot of these young men are actually saying, I will put up with just to have you in my life. You know what I mean? Let me mute this real quick.
It's not going to even go that far, because I mean, unless she did a 360, because some women, they do that. They put on a fake facade in the beginning to get you locked in.
Yes.
Whether man or male, it doesn't matter. High or low, it doesn't matter. And then her true self comes out. But you're right. But so once that true self of, oh, this is who you really are. Yeah. A real man is going to be like, no, you got to go.
Right. Absolutely. And so I feel when I guess when it comes to entitlement, because we do have a video on that, when it comes to entitlement, a lot of women because of the soft male, have put them in a position of great power. And in the position of power is so great that they love the, okay.
I like that of the soft male.
Well, that's true. People love the taste of power, no matter what it, I mean, no matter what you are. When you get a taste of that power, you don't want to let it go. And that power is, I mean, think about what women have right now. I have the power to snap my fingers, and the majority of these suckers will do whatever I want them to do. And all I got to do is say, thank you, you're sweet, like you, send you an emoji, or hug you. So they have this power that they want to hold on to, but it's the same power when they get around a real man that they don't want to give up, because at that point, you have a man of power and a woman of power coming together, and that's a clash right there. It's a real clash. And a lot of women don't want to give that power up once they taste it. I mean, a lot of women taste it, and they know what it's like to have these guys at my beck and feet, to have everything I dreamed of and then some, and it feels so great to be in this position where they are the affirmation, they are the motivation, they give me all my self-worth, they make me feel good about myself and all this other. Why would I want to give that away, D? Why would they want to do that?
Well, what would be the clash?
Well, the clash is, again, when a woman gets around a real man, there has to be a point where there has to be some kind of submission to say, okay, you're going to lead me. Now, I've been leading. I mean, okay, think about it's like a president being changed or another president coming in. Mm-hmm. You don't want to lose that title. You don't want to, you want to have some kind of authority, some shape or form. But when you get around a man, you're gonna have to relinquish that role. Your role is relinquished. You gotta come back to your feminine side. Because if you think about it, the reason she's in power in the first place is that she's giving nothing but validation to the effeminate male. Which, I mean, she literally has to take her feelings and put those things on the side. Mm-hmm. She doesn't feel. I mean, women don't feel connected to average guys and things like that. They like, oh man, here we go again. He's about to come home. He's about to complain. He's about to cry. He's about to whine. So let me go ahead.
Well, that's not an average guy. I mean, that was just
not a man. That's not a man.
That would just be a complainer, and nobody wants to come home to that. But what I don't and Ola James, thank you. I forgot man in the survey, but people know what it means.
Yes.
So no, but what? That's not an average man. That's just a complaining man. But the average man, he doesn't have to be a complainer. It's just that he's not doing anything extra. Dana, you are beautiful. Keep up the good work. Looking after you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What I'm saying is that average guy, not a man, will always seek the validation of a woman, and that's where the power dynamic comes in at. She wants to. How can she feel like a woman to have ups and downs and fall in love and feel good and feel feminine when she is with someone who is just as feminine, as emotional as her, that has ups and downs? But
so then why is she with him then?
Well, again, the pool is okay. It's very hard finding a man. The pool of finding a real man is really tough.
That's not it. That's not it.
But think about this, D. She loves the control. Okay, think about this. I mean, I would tell the guys, think of a world where you could be in, where you don't have to do anything, and every woman wants to give you everything. Think about that. What do you know how that make a guy feel?
Everything like what?
Well, everything. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm flipping the dynamics. If these guys were in this world where they walk out their door, and every time they turn around, women are catcalling them, trying to pick them up, wanting to sleep with them, wanting to buy them things, wanting to do things and submit and fold up. I mean, do you really? And then knowing that if I got with a we'll call a woman, I would have to give all that up. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to do that.
My thing is, why are you looking at it that way? Because that means you personally, if you look at it that way, that means you personally have low self-esteem as a man. And this is why, because a man that has self-confidence, high self-esteem, and is sure about himself, he doesn't need those outward affirmations from a woman to feel sure. And the fact is that a man, especially when he gets a certain age and he's ready to settle down, start a family, or say if he already had a family, he got a divorce, but he's ready to have a partner or whatever the case may be, it's easy to put all that childish stuff aside because he is already fulfilled within himself. So you're saying what man, well, if you are able to be that guy or be that man to get all these things daily or weekly, right? What man in his right mind wants to give that up for one woman? Well, why would that be so hard for you to give it up for one woman if you are monogamous? If you're not a monogamous person, then you don't have to
I believe a lot of guys want to live a lifestyle in which they're not accustomed to. A lot of guys should look for one woman and be monogamous. But be a one woman kind of guy. Then a lot of guys are not built to handle a multitude of women yet. In their mind, they want that.
They can do a multitude of women. Why?
Because they can't handle one. If you can't handle one, how can you handle many? If you cannot,
no, you saying right. I get that. You're saying, you're talking about men in general. They want to have a plethora of women.
They would. It's a lot. Oh, I want to generalize. There are a lot of them. There's some guys out there that want one woman. I'm not saying they don't. Every man has their own thing, but a lot of guys want a lifestyle where they have
access to any type of any woman that they want.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
To be that guy, right? And I do have a separate video for that. Then that means you want to put yourself in the top 1%, top 5%. There are certain guys that could have access to certain women or any type of woman they want, but you got to understand that you have to have something that women are attracted to.
Well, I agree. And wait a second. No way. This is what I see as part of the problem right here. See what I'm saying? Who says, wait a second, who cares how many options they have? What does it matter? But see, do you see what I'm saying? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This person right here needs validation from a woman, because what he's doing is he's saying it's not fair.
It shouldn't matter if a woman has a whole you should feel as a man, you walk out that house, you're the only option.
D, come on, man. We deep. Is it the hat? It's the hat. It's gotta be the hat.
Braids.
It's gotta be the hat, because apparently you wanted it.
Kimono house.
Well, you are on it today because you're absolutely right. But this is the majority of young men. Because if you notice, majority of young men are in the manosphere. Majority of young men are in the red pill, and majority of men feel that it's not fair that women have this going on. But then
you're right. It's like, you should not be concerned about the options of women, because I have a lot of options. I have a lot of options weekly, right?
I agree.
I'm sitting up here like, honey, why I got a smile on my face? Because there's always that one.
Wait. But that one. Now, see, this is what we're talking about. The one is the one that you want to be feminine to. That's the key here. You have to be
feminine.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying you're mad. What I'm saying is, I know you have people trying to get at you. We can agree on that. But what I'm saying is, that one that doesn't think this way is the one that you are paying more attention to. Because I bet you all the ones that are trying to get at you probably think this way in some shape, form, or fashion.
So I get what you're saying. So that scenario is true. But for me personally, the options, and I don't have dozens. It's not even a misconception. Just leaning just 30 seconds to the entitlement. Women, young, older, doesn't matter. Women nowadays think that and they want to have attention from a whole bunch of guys. I don't. Yeah. But putting that aside, you know, the little sprinkles of options that I have or whatever, which is fine. I don't need a whole bunch of men. But when I say options, you know, I do have options. The one that I'm very into, it's just on another level. And
excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. JP, this is the last time I'm gonna tell you, don't be disrespectful in this room. What she has, what she doesn't have, and what she might have, now excuse my language, is none of your fucking business. And that's the problem. So stop looking at somebody else's house and worry about your own house, because you're the one that's always talking about you're being beaten up, abused, and talked down to. So why don't you fix your house before you sit around and try to disrespect somebody else's house, okay? Because we're not having that. Come on, man, be better. Be better. But anyway.
Why do you want to see a woman's options?
No, but that's a woman. That's a woman. That's not a guy. If it was a guy, I would, but it's a woman.
It was a woman saying that.
It's a woman.
Oh, it was. I thought it was a man.
No, that's a woman. That's a woman. That's a woman. Yeah, it's a woman.
Jay Pinterest? Oh, that's a woman?
That's a woman.
I want to see the type of options she has. No,
anyway, let's keep it. We have a question right here.
Look at your picture.
We're gonna keep it going, guys. You got a question for the queue?
Keep it going, honey, because you know, honey, I love to dig into women more.
Yeah, no, I know you do. Here's a question: when you keep it honest with a woman about your opinions, why is it that they get upset and don't want anything? Again, we can't read your mind, sir. So we would have to know what you're actually saying to the woman to be able to answer the question.
Would you keep honest with him about it?
Yeah. What is he? How do we know? See, that's the problem. What is the honest? You got to let us know. What are you saying to a woman
to make her say, "I don't want anything to do with you"?
Right. So, can you please tell us that so we can help you? Because you're just thinking that we can read your mind. Come on, this is why y'all have problems. Y'all have to be able to.
A lot of missing elements in that.
Yeah, there's so many missing elements. Please answer that, okay? Before we get in, and lines are open as well. Let's see. I just want to make sure I cover everybody. Lines open if y'all want to call and got a question, put a queue. But yeah, if you can answer that, we got you. If you can do that and let us know what you're saying. What is the thing that you're saying that makes a woman upset? Because I don't think you're saying, I think what you're saying is you're probably just saying, let's come back to my place and let's go sleep. Let's have sex or something. Because I can't see what you can say to a woman for her to say something like that to you. Unless you have some red pill rhetoric that you say to a woman that pisses her off or something. But D, I know you got the video you want to play. Guys, you got a question? Lines are open if you want to call in and let us know, have a question or anything like that. So let's get to it. Let's get to my girl. Let's get it.
Okay. Let me unmute.
The woman more. I always say it's so essential that the woman likes a man more than he likes her. Essential. And the reason I say that is when a woman likes a man more, because divorce is in her hands a bit more, men are relatively placid when it comes to relationships. They are relatively okay with monotony. They're okay if the relationship is not, overexciting, blah, blah, they'll get by with it. Women are not like that. If they don't feel love, they don't feel consistency, they don't feel excitement, whatever, their emotions take over their judgment. So when a woman loves a man more than he loves her, I'm not saying that's ideal, but the relationship lasts a lot longer because she's willing to fight through the rough time. But when a man likes a woman more than she likes him, he becomes emasculated. He loses his masculinity to please her. He becomes a people pleaser. He'll bend over backwards. And in his desperate attempt to keep her, he loses the attraction even more so. So when it's that way round, gone are the days when girls will appreciate that. Instead, they will actually use that as they use that man as a punching bag.
So the key for a man would be to able to attract a female who he's wildly attracted to.
Yeah.
But get her to like you more than you like her.
I would say so.
That's
yeah.
Right. Can you pause that real quick? Okay.
But also,
all right. So
I agree. I do.
No, I'm letting you go with it.
The theory, philosophy behind it right? I say she's credible because she actually had hundreds and thousands of clients, but the theory and philosophy behind that is true. Because listen, I will prefer if he liked me more. It is more a safer, not in a sense like I'm in danger, more safer for my heart or my feelings like me more, right? I don't like to even feel, and look, I don't like him more, but even if he does like me more and it just not showing it, if I feel that I like him more, I don't like that.
All right, so let's talk about the one versus the many. We can say that the many like you more, and I'm sure we can agree that the one you like more. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, with that being, D, who are you? Who are you today? I mean, is it the hat?
That's I don't know what it is.
You know you're fighting me on this. Who are you?
Because I think that the one that I like put a root on me.
No, you're making my point. But this is the point. This is the point. See, you said you rather have them like you more because your heart and all the other stuff, which, like I said before, you're actually in control because you're in control of your emotions.
Control them, but you're in control,
of your emotions. But this is what I always tell my guys. See, when you're the one, they lose control. And that's the attraction right there. The loss of control, because when you hear, when you hear his voice, he brightens your day. Just a little bit of conversation makes you blush. It makes you smile. No, I'm not talking about you. And I'm just giving a prime example. You know what I mean? I'm just showing,
correct.
Right. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that that's what I try to tell guys. That's the difference. It's the emotional benefits that makes a woman say, okay, I can push away my entitlement because of how the one, it's not the many, the one, how the one is making me feel. The many aren't making you feel anything. They might make you feel, okay, that's nice, that's sweet, that's thoughtful, that's kind, but it's not giving you the rush that you will have when you hear that, hello, what's up, girl? You know, when you hear him, that one, and that's what we try to tell guys, the one. When you hear the one, that's what changes everything. But women have not found that one, or they have a one, but the many are the ones that actually are feeling entitled because they haven't ran into that one. Or maybe they've met of one, but they all they run into is the kiss asses, the uplifting. Not to say that the one can't. Okay, the one can. I mean, two people can say the same thing, and you could feel two different ways. Mm-hmm. Because the many could say, let me just give you an example. Now, when you use your bizarro Dana in other worlds, you can say, okay, Dana, you know what? I like what you're doing, and I find that very, very attractive, and I think that's really sexy. Now, you'll be like, meh. Now, the one says, hey, Dana, I like what you're doing. Find that very, very sexy. You'll melt. You'll melt because you know that the one isn't giving that to everybody. Real men don't just give out compliments like the many. Everybody's like, guys that are not gamed up and guys that don't have any kind of foundation, they just throw compliments. That's why it carries no weight. But when the one says it, it means it because he doesn't just share that with her. He's like, I don't just give this to just women. I don't just say this to every woman. But when you deserve that, I'm going to let you know that I see you the way I see you, which has more impact. What say you on that?
Okay. So, and that's good insight for women to know that as well. And hearing you say it, it solidifies it, but also, and the reason why I believe it is because when that do happen, it's the way they say it that makes me believe that he don't just go around saying it. So I think that comes with knowing yourself as a man, having that man confidence, you know, every time you walk out the door in your life. So it all comes from confidence. So yeah, I mean, I agree, and that's what I'm saying. I can't sit up here and dissect a man's brain. You see, you can because you are one, so you know the difference between the haves or the have-not. So the ones with low self-esteem or high self-esteem or whatever, the man versus the male.
Right.
But, yeah, and honestly, even if a man does, you know, just give a woman a compliment, accept the compliment, you know, because some women, part of that entitlement is just like, oh, okay, yeah, thank you. Like they just brush it off. And that is the problem of women who feel entitled nowadays. Even sometimes you may come across the one, but you don't recognize it.
You know what I hate about the entitlement, and what I think about the entitlement, and we got to be fair and honest. Got to be fair and honest. Let's just think about this for a second. I hate to say this, D. I hate to say this, man. What did she get? What? Okay, I hate to say why she should feel entitled. Let's keep it a buck, D. What do you get from somebody who has low self-worth? What do you get from somebody who can't communicate himself? What do you get from somebody who walks on eggshells? What do you get from somebody who is passive? What do you get from somebody who doesn't know how to communicate itself in a way to show you? What is it that, what do you actually get from that person? And what happens is then it makes a woman say, well, you know what? If this is all I get, then I should be able to call the shots. Unfortunately. Now, I'm not saying, now listen, I just keep it a buck, guys. But let's think about this for a second. If women get around guys who roll fruit at their feet, willing to do everything, hey, and she's like, wait a second, you don't even know me. I mean, think about this, D. There had to be a time, maybe in your life, or you know somebody, maybe it started maybe around the 5th or 6th grade, where she went to her mom and said, Mom, I don't get it. Why are these boys buying me stuff? I mean, what flowers?
That the first time a boy,
right?
The first time a boy ever gave me anything, it was first grade, and we have the same name, right? We had the same name, and we still cool to this day. But we had the same name. But he came to school one day and he gave me a bracelet, and he liked me, and I guess I liked him or whatever. I didn't really think too much of it, and I was like, oh, thank you. That was my first present from a guy just because he liked me. But then his mom called my mom, hey, my son gave your daughter my bracelet.
Yeah, but the point is that there comes a time where every woman is
you're giving.
What's going on? Why all these boys buying me balloons and buying me flowers or buying me something? Why are they doing that? And then they start to get laced up by other women saying, hey girl, this is the beginning of your life. It's going to be like this damn near for the rest of your life. You're going to get and receive things, right? So, hey, without doing anything at all. So for the majority of these women, that's where the entitlement comes from, because nobody's making me earn it. If all they're doing is just running behind women, kissing their behinds. But you're so beautiful, you're so sexy. Let me take you out to dinner and let me prove my self-worth. Then what is being created is a bunch of women that says, you know what? I don't have to do anything. Look, I just have to go outside my door, and then I can any, mini, miny, mo.
Yeah, but it's nothing wrong with that for a woman. Yeah,
it's for the woman.
No, well, I mean, listen, even the best of them, you walk out your door and you look pretty, you know, your hair is done, you look nice, look sexy, you are carrying yourself like a lady. You are, and depending on where you're going, you are going to get you're going to either get stared at or you're going to get approached. But that goes for any guy, whether you are the guy, whether you are a male, it doesn't matter. The thing is, see, the entitlement comes when, okay, we exchanged information to talk further, right? And then I feel that I am entitled to all of my wants and needs just because. It is just so when we, every time we talk about the dating and you have some of these women saying, oh, you have to take me to dinner and, I don't want you to take me to Cheesecake Factory. You need to take me something better. You get all that entitlement, but it doesn't. Once she walk out that door and she looks sexy and nice and presentable and ladylike, no matter who it is, she's going to get that attention.
Right, but okay, now, but this is 7. This is what we try to teach y'all guys with the game. This is what you want. You see, you don't want to be known as nice, sweet, and kind. You want to be known as a misogynistic, stuck-up asshole who's cocky, conceited, and arrogant, and who doesn't give things away. Remember, when things are withheld, well, when things are withheld from the marketplace, they have more value. So what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter what you look like. Y'all shouldn't care about what you look like. But here lies the problem. See, when people care about what they look like, what are they seeking from a woman? Validation. When you start to care what people think about you, at that moment, you're saying that, you know what, I'm not good enough. And I need you, or any woman I run into to start telling me who I am to me. And then that's where the entitlement comes from. Because all you're doing is saying, I'm not good enough. And why did you date me? Why are you? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Southern Belle, let me post this. Hold on. Southern Belle, just want to show you. She said she loves the braids.
I think the Southern Belle. There's a couple ladies, Renee could tell you, they all said it.
All the ladies out there. Yes, the ladies did that. Yes, absolutely.
Up in the bun next week.
Absolutely. Okay, that's cool. So, guys, the lines are open if y'all want to call in. But what I'm saying, D, and guys, y'all call in, lines open. We're gonna continue, but that's what I think is one of the missing elements in all this with a lot of these guys, because a lot of these guys, it's like you can't. I've always said this, D. You can't create Frankenstein and then complain he's tearing up the town. You're creating the entitled woman.
You're creating a monster.
You're creating the monster. So, see, women.
But how are they creating the monster?
Well, they're creating the monster by the way they're moving around women. They look at women shy off. They look at women, don't ask for what they want. They beat around the bush. They're very passive. They don't know how to communicate themselves. And they want to do everything they can to try to win her over by telling her what they think she wants to hear versus what she needs to know. So they are systematically creating this Frankenstein of a woman that says, you know what? Well, shoot, I want this and I demand this and I make all these demands. But you know what? She will make 98% of demands over regular people, but she won't do that over a real man. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Let's grab this call right here. Area code 725. What's your name? What's your question, sir?
This is Seven Hills, actually.
Yes, sir. What's your question, sir?
So my question was, I think you confused by what I was saying.
Sir, I only read what you said. Sir, wait. Before you say anything, all I do is read what you say. If you cannot articulate yourself in a sentence, then it's good that you called in. So what are you trying to say, sir?
I'm not trying to get on you for that.
No, you can't. But
right.
Go ahead. I'm listening. What's up?
Yeah. But what I was saying is that a lot of things that we are doing, or that I would, like you said, I would tell like my friends to do, so you don't get looked at like the simp, or you don't be in her phone as the food guy, is looked at as misogynistic. And I just know a lot of people, you can't really get looked at like that today in today's world. You could say that's how you want to be looked at, but that's all fine and dandy until they're calling my job.
Wait a second. What are you talking about calling your job? Who's calling your job? Okay, dog, how old are you?
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
No, I don't understand what you're saying. Did they call your job? Who is calling your wait.
Like,
who is calling your sir, wait, hold on. Let's slow this down. How old are you, big guy? Let's just how old are you? Can we just
I'm 32 years old.
Okay, thank you. So let me get this straight. You're saying calling your job for what?
No, I'm saying I know people who have said things to women that give that pushback, and they've said certain things, and now they're fired.
Okay, sir, why are you trying to pick up women at your job?
No, they don't work at my job.
Okay, sir. All right, let's slow this down. Do you have a mental disability or handicap? Because apparently we're not connecting the dots here. You're saying that your loser ass friends are saying some things to women that they don't work with? Yes, that they don't work with. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
My friend.
And then by what they're saying is probably so disrespectful that these women are turning around and calling their jobs.
No, it wasn't really that disrespectful. He just had a view, the way he viewed what was
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, young man. We cannot read your mind. Okay, let's stop. Tell us in the whole chat room, because we cannot read to know what your boys said. What did they say to the woman that was so disrespectful or whatever it was? She had to call his job. What did he say?
No. Well, from what I read, I can only go off what I read, so I don't want to, because I don't want to call her a liar or anything like
okay,
that.
Stop. Wait. Are you talking about men or what are we talking about here? Are you talking about your male friends? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. What did they say to the woman?
Friend,
what did they say?
What I'm saying, through the text message that I read, all he did was tell her he's not no simp. He's not going to buy her this. He's not going to do that until she's earned it, right?
Okay. And so
I don't know.
Wait. And then she called his job. Wait. She called his job because of that? Are you sure?
She called it. Yes, she called this. I know the people that he works for. She called his job so many times to say you guys are hiring a misogynist.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's good. You want to know why? Because I keep telling you fools, stop telling women what you do for a living. Stop trying to lead with your wallet.
I agree.
So he got what he deserved. Because you want to know why? Because thirsty people take bottom of the barrel, low-hanging fruit, or whatever they can get their hands on. So he got exactly what he deserved because he didn't vet her correctly enough.
I thank you for that aspect on that, because I didn't look at it that way. And now that you're saying it like that, I definitely agree with you on that.
Right. So how is it her fault when he gave her all the cards? This is where I work. No, this is what I do.
But calling someone like
bottom of the barrel.
Like did you see the balloon thing when they called the dude's job?
But sir, the thing is that this is why you should stop leading with your job and your wallet and stop giving out personal information. Your job is not your character or your personality. So you should stop telling people what you do for a living and where you work, because you don't know the person or the capabilities of that person and what they can do. So why are you giving them ammunition? You say you can't help. Listen, some women are not going to like what you're going to say, and some are going to deal with it. And apparently she didn't deal with it. But I'm sorry, D. What did you want to say about that, D?
I don't want to say nothing because you're 32. I don't know how old your friend is or the girl. How do you know how old the girl is?
She's 29.
Okay, so everybody is operating on fuckery. First of all, why are you telling somebody where, not only what you do, but where you work at, the name of your company? I don't know how long they've been talking, but why are you giving up that information? So I do agree with Steve. He got what he deserved, because not only did he not vet her, he didn't know how to control the situation. And if you're supposed to be a man, if you call yourself a man, you have to control your environment and who you bring into your environment, where you place yourself at
all times.
Yeah, at all times. And one of those things, controlling your environment, is making sure that no one is not going to interrupt your work life or your home life.
So that shows the kind of people you hang out with. Remember, you're a percentage of the people you hang out with. So I think you need to get some new friends, because he
right here. I got him listening to y'all right now.
Being around
he here, y'all.
Yeah. So
why are you on the phone and not him?
Wait a second. He's right next to you.
Wait a second. He's scary.
Come on. Wait, dog. Hold on. No. This is what I'm talking. This is what. Okay, dog. I hate to say this. This is why women feel entitled. What 32-year-old, anything other than a female, so a male, would have another grown man beside him talking about what's going on in his life, and he's right beside you? Do you see what dude? Okay, brother, I appreciate you calling, but you're the reason why women feel entitled, because of the feminine, emotional guys, y'all. This is why women are feeling the way they feeling. Because no man is gonna be right next to another man. Okay, listen. In elementary school, I get it. Hey, Dana. You know, my friend Mike, he kind of likes you and everything on the playground. Ha, 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 ha. I get it in elementary school. I get it. Hell, I get it in the 4th grade. If it's the 4th grade, you got your friend and y'all playing around, I'm going to tell Dana you like her. Okay, no, stop, man. Hey, Dana, you know he likes you. Ha, ha. I get it in the 4th grade. But as a grown-ass man, you are the reason why women feel entitled. Because what kind of leadership and structure do you have as a man to be around another effeminate male that's right next to you, and then you're doing all the talking for him? And he's right next to you?
Well, honestly, like, he's my cousin.
I don't think it's
nobody there. I think the caller is talking about himself.
Be around him. This is like my family, so it's
we don't doing that. Why would you hang out with a loser? Why would you be around a loser? Be around a weird cuck type individual that's a grown man who can't speak for himself, but is saying, okay, you call for me and I'll just sit here and watch. Are you serious?
He didn't ask me.
I'm saying, though, there's something. No. But you got to understand, this is exactly why women are entitled, and you don't understand. It's because people like you. Look at who you're around. Look how you're moving. You're not even moving like a man. So when you get around a woman, you're gonna act just like your butt buddy. God damn, that ladder man. Oh my God. Yeah, but what I'm saying to you, you are acting just as bad as your loser cousin. Cause look at the representation. You should be like, man, if you don't get your punk ass out of my house, get out of my house.
I don't think it's a cousin there. I think the caller's talking about himself.
Nah, I would never definitely be talking about myself.
Tell your cousin to say hello so we can know it's another person there.
Tell him to say hi. Tell him to whisper.
Hey, say hi. Say hi. All right.
See, oh my God. Hey, and this, wait, gentlemen.
He sounds like Norbit.
Why they want?
Oh, Norbit. He sounds like Norbit.
No, but see, people think we're being mean to guys. I'm showing you why they are entitled. What do they get from that guy? Your friend. You know what they get from him? Insecurity, weirdness.
Wow. Let me throw this in it, because the woman that called his job, what kind of woman is that? Like, he must, for her to call his job to try to get him fired or report him, right? She feels entitled to do that, but why was she so upset to do that? What would make her to do that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. We live in Vegas, so he deals with, like, I don't like me and him don't deal with the same type of women. I know what's for me and what's not for me. I go where I'm celebrated and not tolerated.
You're not celebrated. You can't be celebrated with a loser friend, a loser cousin. All right, well, we'll throw you back in, dog. We got to continue the show, but listen, dog, you're the reason. This is why they should feel entitled. They should, listen, they should run people like you, because people like you are so weak, soft, and feminine that y'all don't realize you're the problem. It's not the woman that's the problem. Listen to you. I'm on the phone talking about my friend who's right next to me. I'm 32 years old. I'm a grown man, but I got to speak for another grown man that's in the same room with me. Come on. All right, we're going to let you go. I just want you to smoke that real quick, but we'll let you go. We thank you for the call, man, but you're part of the problem, dog. Thank you. This is what I'm talking about. We got another call right here. Area code 910. What's your name, sir? And what's your question?
We got 2 questions from Zay.
Okay, I got him. I'll get that. Let me see. I'll lock those in. 910. Okay, I guess you can answer. We'll hang up on 910. I guess they don't have nothing to say.
Hello?
Wait,
Hello?
Okay, what is your name, sir? And what's your question?
My name is John.
Hey, John. Wait, John, can you get off your speakerphone, please?
Yeah, I'm off speakerphone.
What's your question, sir?
All right, so
Sir, we speak up. Wait, John, speak up. I'm serious. We cannot hear you. Please speak up.
all right. So, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, John. Yes, D, you can hear him now better?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, John, what is your question, sir?
All right, my question is this. So basically, I was thinking about getting the leg lengthening surgery. So that way I can become taller.
Okay, well then then yeah, do it. Become taller, sir. Do it. I say do it. Goodbye. Okay, anyway, we got another call. Area code 973. What's your name? What's your question, sir? 973 going once. 973. What is your name? What is your name, sir?
My man, this is your East Coast caller. I call once in a while. Just wanted to chop it up with you real quick. Shout out to you. Good evening, Miss Dana. How you feeling tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. About to step out for a few, but I just want to give y'all flowers and cigars. Definitely appreciate y'all taking y'all time out just to regulate the temperature because these guys be losing their mind out here, and I'm glad y'all got the patience to still give out the game. I just chill, appreciate, kick back and taking in. Just wanted to give y'all flowers. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Sure. Thank you, sir. You have a good night.
Much love.
Thank you, sir.
You too.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go ahead and answer. You got 2 questions for you, D. I guess the first one is for you. I guess you got both of these are probably for you. First one is from Nick. Here you go.
Do you like younger men, ma'am? Yeah. You know, not nothing seriously, but we can have fun. And I treat you like a man. I don't treat you like a kid. So it'll be on your dime.
Okay, so I guess that's all right. Hold on a second.
Oh, yes, I like younger men, certain type of younger men.
All right, yeah. Okay. So let us get we got another call. I'll get up to this call. Area code 828, sir. What's your name? What's your question, sir?
No, I'm a man.
Okay, so
who is that?
I don't know. I'm not even wasting my time. All right, so here we go. All right, so this said I had a girl tell me she was dealing with the passing of her family. I said, I understand what you're dealing with a lot, but what are your hold on a second. What are your next steps in life? Was that harsh? I wanted to see her. Zay, are we serious here? This you can't be Zay, you're not serious with this, are you? How okay, Zay. How is her answering this question going to allow you to see her mindset when she's going through something right now? This can't be real, man. This can't be. The fact that you're even questioning what you're saying shows that you're full of shit. You're asking a question, but you're questioning the person asking the question.
You know what you should have said?
The bad thing happened.
Because when she said she's dealing with the passing of her family member, and you were, I'm sorry, but what's your next step in life? And I'm like, that's so lame. She probably never gonna call you again. She probably hung up on you. But what you should have said was, you know what? My condolences. Do you want to pray together?
Look, stop using some condolences game or dirty Mac and to try to get
no. And the reason why I said you should have said something, you should have said that or something to that effect, because instead of you asking the questions, what are your next steps in life? If you come at a woman and say, my condolences or whatever. I understand you're going through some things. Listen, do you want to pray right now? And if she said, you know what? Yes, I think that will help. Then that also gives you insight to the type of woman she is.
Right.
What if she says, wait. What if she says, no, I don't want to pray. I don't believe, or I'm an atheist. Then you will know something like, oh, I can't deal with her because she. It's certain things you can say. You could be sincere, but you gotta know how to insert things to find out things about a person.
Come on. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to the video, guys. Lines are open.
You want to pray?
Lines are open. You want to know why? Because all he's trying to do is get some sidebar ass. He's working on her emotions right now to act like he's actually concerned.
And part of you getting the ass, whether somebody passed or not, you're showing that you are considerate. A lot of times, if a man can show a woman that he's considerate, you can get the ass from the woman. Just show that.
He Jesus macking because he doesn't care.
So what? Jesus, so what? What's wrong with Jesus?
I'm saying, but he doesn't care. He's doing it because
you don't care. You don't care that somebody passed. But y'all don't care about nothing. Y'all don't care about her day.
No, they don't.
So the fact is that why don't you but you still should be considerate. And if you're not a considerate person, you should act like it if you want to get some ass.
Oh Lord, I love the chat. My dogs, Jesus Mackin. I love that, guys. That was a good one, everybody. Let's continue.
Keep her safe in that.
It's a much better arrangement.
Don't treat her badly. Don't take advantage of the fact that she likes you more. I'm not saying like be that guy that just has a woman and treats her badly, but when you have a woman that you like more than she likes you, you are going to become a man she's naturally not attracted to.
You see so much of this crap online. People saying you got to treat them like crap and you got to disrespect them. It's like, I don't get this shit.
No, it's so childish. But really, I would say the best relationships are when both people are equally invested and both people are equally okay if the relationship didn't work out. Both of them have that level of, I really want this to work, but both of them would be okay if it worst case scenario.
Paul,
finish the statement. You get like pause after one word.
Equal. What is this equal? No, wait, what are we doing?
Equally invested.
All right, go. I'm sorry. Let's continue. Finish it out. That doesn't even sound. Go ahead, D. Go ahead.
Happen. They both have alternatives if need be, but they're choosing this person.
Well, I think the key to all of this is having something in your life that's just as satisfying as the relationship.
Yeah.
Ideally, your career or it could be your kids or it could be whatever.
Yeah.
But career is a great one.
Yeah, career is a great one. And I wasn't a big advocate of careers before mine took off, to be honest. How much private therapy, I think it was more of a case of I wasn't fulfilling my potential. I could do one-to-ones all day, every day, but the message itself was really important. And it was just kind of being caged into my own world. Now that I've seen it grow online, it does something to you where you start to realize that you have something and you're worthy beyond just your relationship. And the moment you do that, you take the pressure of your partner to make you feel whole.
You also become more attractive and it makes your partner really look forward to seeing you when they get to see you.
Yeah.
Instead of always being around.
Wait. You see the problem is, and I'm glad you caught the UK. You caught that too. Now
I agree.
No. There's no pushback. He's agreeing with everything she's saying.
First of all, she is a licensed, certified doctor.
It doesn't matter. She's
over thousands of people. So, and I am going to push it towards the end because it's where she go into a little bit more of the.
A lot of people just want to smash and they just want to listen to what she got to say because they just want that ass. But I'm gonna let you play. I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish it out. Go ahead and finish this out because I'm just thinking they just listen. I want everybody to listen to the interviewer to see how bad this is. But go ahead.
It just does something. Interesting people are interesting. It's that simple. And boring people are boring. So I think if you can work on something, not everybody's going to be a superstar. Not everybody's going to be a millionaire. We get that. But have something you enjoy outside of your relationship. It takes the pressure off the relationship for being perfect.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I see in a lot of probably single females in big cities like New York and LA, you see this, I'm sure you see it in Dubai, are women kind of just acting as if their sense of entitlement is through the roof.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Wait. Let's pause that for a second. So, wait. Dana, I don't think people understand. Some women have to look stuck up. Some women don't want to smile because some women just don't want to be bothered by weird ass people. So if they're looking like they're entitled or they got that look in their face, Dana, I honestly believe that it's just a mechanism to ward off people that are intimidated by women who look entitled. But a man don't give a fine fluck about that look you have if you feel entitled. If you're walking around with a little puppy dog in your purse and you got a Prada purse, I don't know, and you walking around like you think you the shit, right? A real man doesn't give a fluck about that, excuse me. But Dana, I really think that some women out there have to look this way because he said look entitled. You see what he said? He doesn't even know what she is. So what is look entitled? Meaning that you don't
say look or act entitled.
Well, but I'm just saying, what does that mean? You just like you just
first of all, why as a woman, why would you want to be out in public walking around with a frown on your face or just looking mean? First of all, when you flex up your cheekbones, it's the natural facelift. If you walk around like
okay. But Dana, I got devil's advocate
now. So and then two, it's why do you want to look mean? Why do you want to look serious?
All right, devil's advocate, because you do understand the majority of these males assume that just because you smile at them, you want to sleep with them.
No, well, I'm not smiling.
No, you're saying walk like this, right? And the guy says, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're all smiling like this. He thinks he got his shot.
Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks. And keep it moving. You don't have to stop and hold the conversation. If somebody say hello, just say hello back. Keep it moving. Or and then too, if you think he's creepy the way he's saying it, you don't have to say anything. But to walk outside, I'm seeing some women walk outside, they just look defeated. They just look mean.
Well, okay, well, Dana, let's be honest. How many? And I don't know what y'all women go through, but I've heard a lot of this. Hey baby, yo mamas, what's up, girls? Cackling, whistling, a lot of disrespect. To a point where y'all like, man, I just want to be left to everyone.
But you talk about disrespect. You're talking about, what do you call that? Cat calling, whatever stuff. Yeah. That should be a thing, especially in metropolitan areas with the construction workers. Hey, baby, blah 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 blah. And to that question and that comment, you can't hit me on the back end because I don't pick people up online. So
wait, hold on, wait a second, wait. Brownsville, wait a second. Listen, what does it matter to you if she's smiling or not? Why, if you want to see, this is what y'all don't understand. One who is not smiling can crack a smile if you got something worth smiling about. So why do you automatically assume because she doesn't have a smile on her face, then it sounds like you're the one intimidated by her? Because if you're that guy and she doesn't have a smile on his face, couldn't you give her a reason to smile? Because this is what I'm talking about right here. Why do y'all expect every woman, and for you, every black woman to smile? They don't have to, there's no rule in this thing where they have to do.
Why he's saying that black women smile for everybody except black men, and that's just not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. So I don't know. See, you can't sit up here and say that when you live around predominantly black people. So you have to live around diverse people or majority of something else to get that to come up with that. So that's, first of all, it's just not true.
But that's what I'm saying. But
there are women of other races that
Right.
just don't smile. I'm talking about women in general. There are women that just don't smile, and I get it. I get it. Why you? And then too, a lot of times my emotions are on my face. So if I'm in deep thought, you know, and I may not even realize it, I may look serious, and I don't feel sad. I don't feel angry or nothing. And sometimes they say, "Oh, why you look so serious, or why you look like you're upset?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm not. I was just probably thinking about something or whatever." So stop taking it personal, and women shouldn't be rude either.
But wait a second. Wait, D. Who says they're rude just because they're not smiling? Again,
No. I'm not saying they're rude because they're not smiling. I'm saying if somebody say hello, or you know, if somebody say, "Oh, put a smile on your face," you know, or what. You don't.
What is the rules that say she has to smile though?
She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to do anything. But I have seen some women counter it with attitude. If you don't want to do anything, so a stranger says, just ignore them.
See, Brownsville, I would love for you to call in so we can hear how you speak to women to show that you can't give them anything to smile about. If you can give a woman something to smile about, you wouldn't say what you're saying right now, because you wouldn't care if she's got a smile on her face or not, because you know and believe in yourself enough that you can go over there and change her life. And if you can't change her life, then what you're going to do is complain. And this is not going to get you anywhere. Because what? Okay, so we need to send a memo.
I totally agree. It's like maybe you're the problem. Maybe they're just not you, and you not, because my thing is, listen, without you being attracted to somebody, like if I walk into a room or whatever and I see someone say, "Hey, good morning," whether you're a man or a woman, and I love it when a man says good morning or say hello, and it's not and a real man, it could be nothing behind that, just being polite, like it goes. I don't know. It's just a different type.
It's not bad. You can say something to somebody and they don't have to smile. Yeah, there's no rule that says I have to smile at something pleasant and kind.
Right. Great example. Every time when I go on the hiking trail or whatever,
yes,
there's people, not a lot, but you know, you in the woods and then somebody's on the same trail.
This Brownsville the
go ahead. Keep going.
It's somebody in you in the woods and they're on the same trail coming in opposite direction. 9 times out of 10, they're all gonna be like, "Hi," or whatever. And sometimes you get that one person, I say hi, and they just keep walking because they're in their own zone. I mean, I don't take it personally, but that is a thing. Men and women, they just don't want to talk, or they just don't want to, you know.
Again, but whether they,
in my head, I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess you know that is kind of rude," but
it is their right though. They're
right.
But the problem is that these males are in their feminine fucking feelings and taking it personal. You're feeling some kind of way because you feel like that person should smile at you because you want them to smile at you. And when they don't smile at you, you take it some kind of way and you take it personal. And that has nothing to do with the woman. She's got every right to smile or non-smile. But the question is, why do you care? Like, why?
Brownsville on the phone?
No, that's not Brown. That wasn't Brownsville. I don't know. I let him in, but he kept talking, so he didn't say anything. So yeah. But guys, y'all can call in. The lines are open.
You was like, this is Brownsville. Oh, honey, you know them people from Brooklyn, they're aggressive.
Yeah. So
and I'm sorry, honey, if you're talking about the black women from Brooklyn, no, they don't smile. They look like the men. I'm sorry.
Well, all right, let me try this again. Area code 254. What is your name and what is your question, sir? 254 going once, 254 going twice, 254. Can you please get off your speakerphone? Please stop. Please get off your speakerphone because we cannot hear you. You sound very far away.
I'm not on the speakerphone.
Okay, well, can you come up a little bit closer so we can hear you, sir?
I'm not on the speakerphone.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I'm just saying, listen, I'm a veteran, man. I fought for this country.
Sir,
the Laureate King, if you can't hear me.
Sir.
Hello?
Sir, please listen. I want to let you talk. Can you just bring your phone, come closer to the phone so when you're talking, not only can we hear you, but those that are listening to the show can hear you. That's
I
why
ain't
we're
gonna
saying.
trip. Nah, bro, I ain't tripping, man. I'm good
Okay.
in life, man. I
So
love my
what-
women.
so
If you
what is
can't
your-
hear
what
me, have
is
a good night.
what
I
is-
love y'all. Love
okay,
Dana.
what is
Keep
your
talking.
what is your
Black
question,
power,
dog?
man. Peace out. Peace out. Love y'all.
Man, get the man, dog. You see what the y'all? There's something
I
wrong.
told y'all it's them Brooklyn people, honey. They are
Wrong.
the men and the women. They are rough.
This is something that is, and y'all can. This is, guys. Y'all need some help, man.
I would never date a guy from Brooklyn. And no, Queens, yes. Brooklyn, Bronx, no.
Yeah, I hate a man. I hate when a man, I don't know, asks me to put a smile on. Well, and no man should tell you. This is what I'm saying. This is the point I'm making. You should not have to tell somebody. Who are you to tell somebody what to do? You should, by the way you communicate yourself, should be able to make them feel like, you know what, I like what he's saying, and thus I'm going to show him I like what he's saying by smiling. If I'm not interested in what he's saying, I'm not going to, you should be able to read the room. If you're talking to a woman and she's not smiling at you, then she's just not interested in you. And some women who are interested in you might not smile because they don't want to look. I got to get to know you. I don't know you that well.
Oh yeah, I don't really talk to guys from Harlem because y'all too much con artisty. I prefer, if I had to pick a borough, I prefer Queens because Queens get the money.
Yeah. So let me see. Talk about Brooklyn. Yeah. Hey, that's a New York thing. I don't know how Brooklyn and all that other stuff. Yeah. All Queens and I mean, you know, your boroughs and all that other stuff. Guys, you got a question? Please put a Q. Call in. All right. So let's get back to what she's saying. You got it, D.
And it's like they almost think that acting super entitled is going to get them the partner they want or something.
Well, the problem I think's happened there is the most attractive women are giving advice to average women about entitlement. Now, in honesty, really beautiful young women can afford to be entitled. Life is easy for them. This is just an unfair fact of life.
But ultimately, that makes them unattractive.
You would think that, but there are still men willing to risk
I'm sure
all.
there are guys who like that.
It still pays off. The entitlement is reserved for the 1% of women. It's reserved for the hyper beautiful, you really look after themselves. The problem is these women are the ones that we see online the most. They're saying this is what you get out of.
We got to call pause real quick. Let's get the call. Oh my God, that's terrible. Erico 662, what's your name, sir, and what's your question?
You just call me C.
What's your question?
I really didn't have a question. I just wanted to make a comment. I'm calling from the great state of Mississippi, and I travel the world over past 25, 30.
Sorry. Do you have a question? Yes or no? We're gonna move on. Do you have a question? Do you have a question?
He said he has a statement. Just get to the statement or the question.
Yeah. Okay. This is the question. The question is, both of y'all are stupid people.
Okay, we appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That was the statement, sir. That wasn't a question.
That's the whole.
I wouldn't have hung up on him.
That's what I'm saying.
Hung up.
That's the point.
He's because you know why he's alone. He's broke.
Mississippi. They have cable. I'm surprised he had a phone out that motherfucker. God, we got another call. Hopefully this is better. 603. What's your name? What's your question, sir? How can we help you? 603 going once. What is your name, sir, and what's your question?
I just wanted to check in and say hi.
Okay, goodbye. All right, let's go here. Area code 252. What's your name? What's your question, sir? 252 going once, 252 going twice. All right, now go ahead, D. What would you say now?
You know what? And that is why women wouldn't smile at you.
No, that's why they feel entitled. Because people like that don't have any leadership skills. And people like that will allow a woman, or matter of fact, not only entitled woman, they will do things for a woman, okay? Hey, Southern Bill, I'm just saying, man. I'm saying now wait. Hey, Southern Bill, I've never heard anybody in my life say, hey, you got some vacation time? Hey, let's go to Biloxi. hey, let's go hang out in Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi. Isn't that the capital?
Man, oh my God, Lord have mercy. I don't think that's happening. But guys, you got a question? Put a Q. We got y'all. But let us continue. Here we go. Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Life, don't settle for anything less. Make sure you don't do 50-50, blah, blah. That only applies to the 1% of women. Majority of women are average. Majority of women don't get that kind of treatment from men. Majority of women can't elicit that out of men. So when you are taking advice, I'm so sorry to break this to you, looks matter. They really, really matter. So yes, if you're incredibly beautiful and you're stunning, yes, you can be entitled. Unfortunately, men will reward that. But when you're an average looking woman, an average lifestyle, and you're an average person, you have to have average standards. So I think the entitlement has to be reserved for the 1% of women, and the average woman, the entitlement won't work for you. Teamwork will work for you. And most people are average. Most women, most men are average. So teamwork works better.
All right, can you pause right there?
For a unicorn.
Pause right there. And again, and listen, I agree, but I hate to say this, guys. I agree. She's right. Most people are average, and that's fine. It's okay being average. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So the problem is that what makes an average woman feel entitled, D, is the average male who can't get women that blow her up and make her seem that she's more than what she's not. And it's not her. See, women don't, okay, let's take an average woman who has low self-worth, low self-esteem, right? All those things. D, as soon as she walks through the door.
Actually talking about average woman and looks. And what is the difference? How do you know an average woman from the non-average woman? It's the type of men that they date, the type of men they have access to.
Yeah.
So the good doctor, her clients are the top 5 to 1%. So these men are in looks, they're dating like the so-called perfect 10 for them, right? Because everybody has their own preference. However, and she kind of goes into it because they are the worst type of guys to vet women because they just don't have the time, which is why they just pay for it. Just because you are pretty, can an average girl access the quote unquote entitlement things that the non-average girl can? Yes, you can, but you have to level yourself up. You have to know how to put yourself in the room in certain situations with those type of men. So,
right. I again, I think one of the problems is that the guy that doesn't get a lot of women.
Sergeant Dana is not average. Why would?
Let me answer. Sorry, let me answer. Sorry, here's the thing. Average is always going to be in the eye of the beholder. Now, Dana to herself, I'm sure she, like all women, feel that they're above average and they're allowed to feel that.
That is a fact. Wait. And looks, I'm damn sure not average. Personality, I'm not average. And the type of men I date, damn sure not average.
But here's the problem. D. The problem is that why are you asking the question? This is the point I'm trying to make.
Who I'm dating, the type of men I date, the type of men I sleep with. They want it because they want to know who these men are. Just so you know, these are not average men. How can a non-average see? Only way a non-average woman will deal with a average man, it has to be some type of tangibles that I really want. I don't know, but
well, the only way, King, and they'll say this to you, and this is part of the problem. This is what I'm saying. When does a man ask a question like that? A man doesn't ask any kind of question like that. Because his vetting is seeing off. You ask women anything, they're going to tell you, in which they should, 10 times out of 10, that I'm above average, and they're allowed to say that. But as a man, you should never ask a woman that question because your vetting process is based off of who you are. And this right here, this is red pill manosphere, where Dana, what he's saying is, you got to prove to me that you're more than that, and I ain't shit. Yeah, I mean, so come on, man, y'all got to be better.
And then too, with you talk about what she's kind of talking about is materialistic things. Pull up Southern Belle's comment, because there's nothing wrong with quote unquote average, right? No, am I?
Southern Belle's comment. Let me see.
She says, "I know I'm average." Am I a model? No, but they see men that I'm into. They don't like the way these models and magazines look. So again, I'm talking about the type of reach and access, the type of man. If you as a woman looking at the type of men you date determines a lot of times whether you're average or not.
Well, yeah, I listen. If you feel that you're average, that's fine. But the problem comes at when you feel that you're average, and in Southern Belle, you go outside your door, and these guys are treating you like you're above average. This is going to change the dynamics of how you see yourself based on their thirst. All these, you're sitting around saying I'm average, but Southern Belle, how many guys?
One doesn't think she's average, but I understand what she's saying. She's not downplaying herself.
Right.
She's basically saying like, listen, I'm me, and I'm gonna be me. I'm not trying to compete with, certain women or whatever. I get that, but to that one, she's not average. And then to your point too, you go outside, no, it's gonna be us men that's gonna be lusting after you.
Lusting after you. Yeah, absolutely lusting after you. So if you have guys lusting after you,
she's saying that she's humble, basically.
Well, I mean that's fine to humble yourself.
Arrogant.
But what I'm saying, okay,
yeah,
but some women, Southern Belle, are going to start to get that entitlement bug in them because of what these suckers are saying about you. They know nothing about you, but based off of your shape, they're going to make you seem like you should have a throne that you should sit on. And I'm not saying
I'm entitled.
Yeah, feel how you're supposed to feel.
Right, but I know I'm entitled, period, and I'm arrogant.
Well, yeah, but feel how you're supposed to feel. But I'm just saying
but I want that one. I want that one. I want the entitlement from the one.
Well, no, but okay, but see, that's the I think that's the shift right there, right? And that's why we try to get these young men to shift their mindsets to see their value and worth. There's no value and worth in kissing a woman's ass and trying to prop her up like that. There's nothing in it for you. There's nothing in it for a man. A woman wants more leadership.
I think I'm looking at it like I know I'm entitled, right? But when you see something that you want, it's like I'm entitled and I want you. What do I have to do to get what I want?
Yeah,
and that's the thing. What do I have to? And that's how women think. What do I have to do to get what I want? Well, no matter what it is.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna get it because they're willing to give it to you without you doing anything at all. Thus, that's where the entitlement bug comes in at. I'm not listen. By no means, see Southern Belle. I'm saying that's you. I'm not saying that. You're being very honest, and how you are and all this other stuff is fine, and nobody's going to dog you or ridicule you for that. I'm just saying that there are some women out there that get this all day, every day, with a perspective shifts, Dana. That's what I'm saying. It shifts because, again, like the little girl saying, why are all these guys doing this stuff for me? They're going to start to say, well, damn. Maybe I should start changing my perspective because I can get whatever I want from these guys and not give anything up. Think about this, Dana. I don't have to give anything up, and I can get and these guys are bending over backwards, worshiping me, and doing all this other stuff. So it's not.
I don't want you to worship. I think that's crazy and spooky. Like, I don't want the worshiping, but it's just the fact.
They will.
But the thing is, women feel that they are entitled to what they want. Now you have to look at it. What is it that they want? See, first of all, a lot of women don't know what they want. They want material things. They want a man to pay all their bills and all this other crazy shit.
And a man saying so.
No, right. Some women entitlement lies in fantasy land, but then you have some that don't. So I look at it, and this is what I wanted to say too. You know, a lot of you women, no matter what you look like, right?
Doesn't matter.
You could be fine or bad as hell or whatever. You're average because you can't access the guy or the top 5, not even the top 10%. You don't know how to access that. In order to, no matter how good you look, if you don't know how to dress, if you don't know how to talk, if you don't know where to go to place yourself in these situations to find the top tier guys or whatever, then, you know, stop thinking that you are entitled to something because you don't even know how to access it. And if you want to listen, if I feel like I'm entitled, I'm saying to myself, I'm entitled to what this is what I want. Mm-hmm. What do I got to do to get it?
Right.
It just so happened I pick difficult people.
Well, you don't pick difficult people.
Well,
you pick men that have something that most guys don't have, and that is game and a standard. You just get around the ones that say, listen, you can feel what you want to feel, but if you ain't following what I'm trying to do, then there's the door. And that's it. You can feel what you want, and you can feel yourself right out that door. And that's the difference.
But to your point, having game doesn't mean that only the top 1, top 10, top 5, top 15, top 20% of men earners, right? And that is the confusion with women. You could be blue collar, you can make 50K, you can make 80K, you can make 80 million. The 80 million most likely won't have any game because they don't have time. That's why they pay for it. But it's a thing that's saying you pay for her to leave, not to stay. However, you could be, let's say, average earner, but have game. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of these chicks out here, the entitlement is the 6-figure.
Right, because
y'all not even entitled to that.
Okay, they're not entitled. But again, we have to look at who they are around that created the entitlement. If you cannot sexually seduce me, then what's the next best option? So every guy who doesn't have a mouthpiece, who's average, scary, passive, what do? Let me take you out. Let me pay this for you. Let me pick this tab up for you. Let me fix this for you. Let me do all these things for you. And all you have to do is say thank you, or give me a chance, or send a hard-eye meme. Or that's what I'm saying. The created entitlement isn't from the woman that just woke up one day and say, I'm entitled to all this stuff. Look at all the suckers out here just putting her on a pedestal just because she has a round ass and some firm titties. And that's all they see, because they have no value in themselves. They're saying that, what am I going to do to get you to like me? Because if you like me, then you are the value that I need. Then I see my entitlement is you. I just give me a chance. Like me. Give me a chance so I can feel whole again, because without you, I feel nothing. And that's the problem. Just running behind these women like that.
Honestly, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, but it is bad. But one of the reasons why it's bad, she is going to get bored with you.
But that's the point.
Because you're going to be very predictable. But at the same time, everybody likes a little challenge or someone who's not predictable. But it's going to get to a certain point with me, especially once you and that person have an understanding and you're in a relationship or whatever. I want you to be predictable. I don't want too many surprises.
Her entitlement is being submissive to a man. That's the entitlement, to be submissive. Yeah, but they do it to everybody. Again, I want to specifically say this, D. She should be submissive to a man, and men are very rare. So it's not like she has to be submissive to everybody. Because if you're the moment you come off, oh, you're beautiful, you're sexy, you're gorgeous, let me take you out. All you're doing is telling her, you know what? that entitlement switch just flipped on, and guess what? This is my expectation. These are how many dates you have to take me on. These are the places you've got to take me to. This is how much money you have to spend on me. Why? Because I know you ain't going nowhere. And I know if I challenge your punk ass, that's what they're probably thinking, all you're going to do is say, why are you mad at me? I'm sorry. So the flip of entitlement switches on the person that's in front of her. So that means, Dana, that a lot of women are running to a lot of suckers who don't have any game, that are weak-minded, soft, and passive, because they trigger the entitlement. Because think about this, D. What do you get? I mean, let's just keep it a buck. What does a woman get from an average guy? You know, you get a boring conversation. So what happens after the boring conversation?
Oh, this is the thing. Again, it's how you define average. You know what? There are a lot of good men who you could just say fall in the average category, and there are men who intentionally want to just live an average life. And a lot of times, what you would get stability. And that says a lot. You would get some type of security. And if a man listen, I look at it and I've seen this and I witnessed it. There are men who have resources, who have money and do very well for themselves, but they live average. They're not flashy. You have to look at, what does that person do for a living? You know, what do they spend their money on? Do they invest their money? A lot of men intentionally live average. So that's going to mess up a woman who runs around here thinking she's entitled to all these superficial things.
Okay.
And you could be average and have game, and that's part of the trick, where you could knock a girl off her balance, because she thinking you're corny, but that's really the type of guy she needs to be with.
Well, listen, it's gentlemen, and I say all that, you all guys, there is nothing wrong with the life that you're living.
They're consistent, the average guy. Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with the way you're living. The problem is, what's wrong is how you're moving around women. Being average, you can be average or whatever you want to be. That's not the problem. It's what you are when you get around a woman. See, it doesn't just because you're average doesn't mean you don't have a belief in yourself, because you can live and take the bus to go to work. You don't have to have a nice car, a nice house, nice clothes. That's fine. That doesn't define you. That's not your character. Your character comes into play the moment you're in front of the woman, and everything you do from the moment you see her is going to define if she flips that switch, D. Average port does not matter. But that's why they always say the Pookies, and that's why they always complaining, well, she'll give it to the Pookie and Ray Ray and the Boom Booms. And you want to know why? Because Pookie, Ray Ray, and Boom Boom saying that, look, I might not have a nice place. I might not have nice clothes. I might not even drive a nice car, but I'm going to tell you this much. When you get with me, you getting with the real thing. And see, that's where the shift is that people don't understand.
No, I agree with that, because it's like, I don't think that I'm entitled to your wallet, because that's your.
No, she shouldn't be. Fuck.
No.
Right.
But that's the entitlement of women in general, no matter what background. They feel as though they are entitled to these financial. And that's the thing. They feel they are entitled, whether she looks average or not in the eyes of, the general public or whatever. Women do feel that they are entitled for a man to give her these tangibles, And so, but I never, and that's one of the things where a lot of these females, right? Because every female is not a woman. A lot of these females get it twisted. It don't matter how young and pretty you are, or if you're older and you look good or whatever, why do women think they are entitled to a man's financial resources?
Oh, I will show you why. Let me see if I can find
it. And this is why I always been able to get or be around certain type of men, because I never felt like I was entitled to what that man get up and work for.
Yeah, I've got to find.
They never shared things with me or did nice things for me, but I wasn't thinking that I'm entitled to that. And a lot of women nowadays, they come off with that type of nasty and that is a nasty attitude to feel, yes, because I'm pretty, or because I got a fat ass, you know, or this, that, and the other, I'm entitled.
All right, and I will show you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up, and I'm gonna show you how it happens. Again, I see what you're saying, but I'm gonna show you the reason the entitlement starts. Let me see. I'm downloading it right now. I'm gonna grab it. Let me see. Once it downloads, then I'm gonna show you exactly right now. Let me download it right now, and I'm gonna show you where the entitlement comes from. Now watch this, D. I want you to watch this. Everybody, watch this real quick so I can show you guys. So we're gonna look at entitlement and where it comes from. And it comes from this right here. Watch this, D. Watch this right here.
All right, fellas, I'm finna help y'all take a woman on a date because you boys are lost out here. So you want to text her early in the rising when you know she at work or getting ready for work. You're going to start small talk, you know, rich risings, how your day going so far, what you eat for breakfast, whoopty-whoopty-wop. Then you're going to be like, I don't want to hold you too long, I got to get to work myself. You're going to send her $20 to $25 and say, lunch on me today.
Stop right there. Stop. You see, this is what D. This is exactly what I'm talking about. What the hell? Why would you get?
Is this someone who he's been seeing?
No, it ain't so. No, this is how to get with a woman. No, you know, this is what I'm talking. The entitlement.
Just met.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This is why they feel entitled, because of suckers. Give her here. Let me give you some money. Here's some money for what? For what? Listen, this can't be real. You see what I'm saying? So the entitlement doesn't come from men. The entitlement comes from males. Because there are a lot of males out there that want to trick their money off to women. Men don't do that kind of stuff, D. You mean give you $20 for what? $20 for what?
So if I text you one day, Steve, like, hey, can you cash out me $20 real quick?
No. Hell no. Hell no. Look, gentlemen.
Listen, if we're supposed to be cool, it's people I'm cool with. I can text them.
No.
Give it back. I'm like, can you cash out me $20?
Nah, I don't know you like that. Nope.
You know me.
The answer is no. Hey, and if I give you it, you return it back with interest. You give me $30 back, and I'll give you that 20.
Look, and that's how I measure my friendships. Like people see friends, and I can't like if I can't borrow money from you in a pinch, how you want to be my friend?
Nah. It doesn't work that way with men. Men just don't dole out money like that. But I know we got some other.
Your friends were to text you, cash out me 50 real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Fifth call me, give me Fifth. Gone. Lucario, yeah, I got you. Zag, of course. Miles, oh yeah. King Dre, it's on its way.
Because I am a woman, you will. I'll give it back, but
I know you would if I gave it to you, but I'm just saying that
you wouldn't because I'm a woman. So that has nothing to do with you.
Can we get to? Let's get to this. Let's add this to the stage.
We're not friends. We're colleagues.
Let's add this to the stage, my friend. Let's get it.
All right. So this went viral. Somebody said protect the queen at all costs. Women are ruining good men, acting like they deserve more than they do. Okay, so this is, and I like their podcast. She has a really nice podcast.
What do you feel is a decent amount to spend on the first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
The internet is going to come for you heavily for this.
I think these girls that feel like the date that they take you on defines the man that they chose, they're full of crap. It's absolute BS. I think that it's a woman that's looking for the bigger, better deal, that has the audacity to say, I can't believe you want to bring me to the Cheesecake Factory. A lot of these daters.
Hold on for a second. Can you bring up that faggot comment, Glenn Gray? Because it's been several things he said in the comment section. I kind of ignored it because he even said a comment before, men on a prize. Let me tell your bitch ass.
Wait.
Hold no, pull me up. First of all, Glenn, because you look fruity as hell. This is a motherfucking Bailey's. My shit ain't on tight, bitch.
No, okay. So stop in elementary school.
Honestly, yeah, say what you really want to say. You look good.
He wants your attention. That's all. I didn't even notice he was saying that shit. He wants your attention. Dog, listen. I don't know why you saying what you're saying.
Don't talk about my hat.
Come on, look, guys. Wait. Let me ask y'all something. When do men start talking this way? When do men start judging with women? Come on, man. That's not manly, dude. Come on, dog.
2 things a man will say, or just 2 things a real man going to do.
Come on.
Nothing at all if they don't like what a woman is wearing, or if they like it, they're going to give her a compliment. All
that's
that
crazy.
On too tight.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah. Thinks it's fly.
Yeah, that's weak, dog. Come on, dog. Be a better guy. Let's get back to this woman here.
It was somebody else said something like, but I think you took they comment out.
I'm my mods keep. That might be coming from your side. That might be coming from your side because
Glenn, would you still be timing him out? Glenn fruity ass. Look at him.
I don't know. That might be on your side because if he's on my side, he should be gone. My mods. He ain't on my side because we talk about him. We get rid of him.
Glenn. Yeah, why are you over here, Glenn?
Yeah, so he on your side. So your mods need to do their due diligence and let that motherfucker go. If he wanted, you keep him in.
Your ass was busy earlier time if people are on my side.
Yeah. I'm got some. Yeah, but
that's why I say don't do it. Don't time it. I'll talk shit back. I'm gonna pull you out. I'm gonna show you your punkness.
All right, so wait,
my Baileys.
So let's get to this woman real quick. So they're saying
go back and play it.
She's gonna get a lot of heat because she feels that a woman shouldn't look at a dollar sign.
You finish playing.
Dating scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something. You're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't afford to do it yourself. These men don't give money, they give bags these days, and you can't eat that. So be grateful that you got some food, and be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere. And that's the problem. I personally feel like that's the problem with today's day and age. Like, a lot of men are becoming lazy in dating. They're becoming lazy in the pursuit because there's no appreciation for what they do. And now women have these super high entitlement level thoughts that they deserve to be brought to freaking Bora Bora on their first date. And it's like, who are you to even ask for that? What value have you brought to that man? It's audacity. It's the audacity for me. And on top of that, you should want to be friends with the person that you're choosing anyway. If I don't like you, I'm not going on a trip with you. I'm sorry, but Instagram photos on no. Homegirl, be grateful that man put in some effort. And you know what? The more appreciation that you choose, the better treatment you'll get.
All right,
that's what I think.
Wait.
I don't think
let's. As I said before, I don't think she gets what is out here.
But she's talking to the women, and I agree with her. I agree with her.
I know she's talking to the women, but here's the $1 million question. What are women getting in return?
There's a whole bunch of bitch ass Glens out here.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm saying that what are women getting from average or below average people to make them say that, you know what, we can go feed the ducks. We don't have to go on an expensive thing. You can't. Well, think with it deep, but think about what I'm saying. When you come out the gate, you're so beautiful and you're so gorgeous, and I just love how you look, and please like me and give me a chance and all this other stuff. You've already set the scene. It's already set in stone the moment you're kissing her ass. So what she's saying is women shouldn't think or feel a certain way, right? They shouldn't think or feel a certain way, which is her right to think and feel a certain way. But D, look at the suckers out here. It's not like she's they're holding a gun to her head, or she's holding a gun to their head saying you have to take me out. What are they saying? Let me take you out. I know this expensive restaurant where I want to take you out. Now she could say no. Some women are classy enough to say no.
Wait, why would a woman say no if a man is?
But that's the point. There comes the point I'm making.
If you ask me out, I'm leaving it up to you to where you take me. So, now if you ask me out and then you pull up in McDonald's drive-thru, you'll be like, "Come on, dog."
Well, it's not about McDonald's.
But it's like, I'm not expecting, you got to take me to a 5-star. No, but if I finish playing and she gave some suggestions, which is good. Like, yeah, take you could, if you ask a woman out, you can take her somewhere to have fun. It doesn't have to be all this.
It's not fun. What is the fun in asking you boring questions? What is the fun in me looking away from you? What is the fun in me just sitting there staring at you? What is the fun in me not knowing what to do? What is the fun in that? There's no fun in that. What's the fun? Because these young males don't know what to do. So how okay, so if a woman's saying, okay, I got to fix myself up and do all this stuff for what? What do I get out of it? A boring conversation with a guy who doesn't believe in himself, that is shy, timid, worried, thirsty, desperate, and needy? What do I get out of this? So if I'm going to give you some of my time, which is, hey, listen, I wish guys thought like this, but if my time is valuable to me, the woman's probably thinking, then what do I get? What do I get out of? What do you look for in a relationship? And what do you do for a living? And what church do you go to? And where you like to go? What does she get out of that? D, let's be honest. What does she get?
What do you mean? What does she get it with the man?
Okay, if she's doing all this work to fix herself up, right? Or he wants to fix herself up. She said, okay, look, I give you a chance. But what do I get? Me just sitting here like this all day?
So then why did you agree to go out with him?
Well, that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Is that it's at that point where she's saying
she said in the video, a lot of these chicks, you're not interested from the rip, but because you want a free meal or because you want a free outing, they say, yes. And my thing is, why are you wasting your time and his time because you really don't want to be there?
But D, okay, you're right, but let's read the room here. You can't see the signs of one-word answers. You can't see the signs of no texting, no calls, no interest, but yet you keep trying to chisel it down and give me a chance.
And I see
give me a chance.
See, you're not blaming the woman. You're blaming the guy.
The leadership starts with the man. I can't blame the woman for doing what she's doing.
I totally get it, because you're basically saying, even because you're supposed to be the leader, you have to know when to leave her alone, when to not even approach, because she's walking around here acting like she's entitled.
Kenny Rogers rule. Come on, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Know when to walk away, know when to run. That's simple. Well, I learned that in the Muppets, like in 1970 when Kenny Rogers and the Muppets. But what I'm saying is this: as a man, you create what you are facing with the woman, and that's why I can't blame. Because here's the thing, D, that young men don't understand: the entitled woman to an average male will not be that way to a man, because she can't get away with the things she does to a sucker. She won't be able to get away with that with a man.
But for a guy to know that, he really has to know
the game.
Yeah, the game. What do you want? What are you looking for when you're asking her out or wanting to spend any type of time, whatever that may be, with a woman? What do you want? And that question, if you pose that question to a man or a male or a woman or a female, 9 times out of 10, they don't know. And if you don't know, you just running around here, chasing tail, literally.
Right, exactly. And I think.
Real clip.
I'm sorry.
Should I finish playing the video?
Yeah, let's finish this video. Yeah, let's continue. Here we go.
Amount of money matters. I think that just do something that you like. If that man likes you, you like to go take me salsa dancing. It's free on Wednesday nights before 10 o'clock. And then it's $10 to get in. And I would love that. Buy me a bottle of water because it does get hot and I do sweat, or let's go for a walk in the park. Or let's sit in a car and eat ice cream and talk about aliens, like whatever it may be. But that's because are you out here just trying to go on?
It's only
wait.
There's only 25 seconds left.
I just want to say this real quick. This is the point that I always try to tell these guys out here. When you're the guy, this is how they act when they're really interested. So remember, D.
Let me play the 40.
I'll finish it because the key word is interest. But I'll let you finish.
On nice dates, or are you out here trying to get to know a person for partnership in life?
I wish I could just microphone drop.
I'm serious.
You went off. I'm just over here.
I'm just frustrated.
I know you saw how I was looking at you. I was just like, she's just going off.
I'm frustrated because women are ruining good men by acting like they deserve more than they do. Dang. A lot of these women out here really don't have nothing coming. Dang.
How are they ruining a choice?
Okay. Well, Jesus Christ.
At least that was a straight answer.
Right.
We didn't.
Well,
how are they ruining a choice? How are they ruining?
That last part I disagree, because if you let a woman ruin you, you are already ruined.
That's what I'm saying.
I never did though.
A good man.
I never people who I've been really into or have a relationship with, they never operated that way. If you think, I don't believe in that you ruin a good man. I don't like those type of men.
I don't believe
there are men who are
ruin a man.
But Steve, there are men out here who are ruined from bad experience.
Males, not men. See, you
fine. But the thing I'm trying to make, I stay clear of guys who have that baggage.
The reason why they have the baggage, it's emotional baggage, because they don't have an understanding of who they are. And that's why the game is so important, because once you know who you are, nothing can ruin you. You are not affected by what a woman does and what she doesn't do.
Control. You did not have control. That's why you're ruined.
Right. A lot of young men are, because again, they choose to go to spaces in which they're taught to hate women, talk bad about women, and worry about how many women are sleeping with than understanding themselves. See what I'm saying? They want to know more about on the outside or focusing on women versus learning the game and focusing on themselves. To say, look, this is who I am. The key is, this is who I am. Accept me or not, I don't give a fluck. And again, it's that simple. And when you have that mindset, everything shifts. Because at that point, that woman knows, you know what? I can't get away with it. I can't ask for what I can ask for these other guys. That entitlement switch goes off.
But this is the thing. What are you asking? Because you can ask anybody anything. It's how you do it. Do you know how to ask for something? What is it? But you ask, what is it that you want?
Well, I'm saying when we say, what does it want from a woman or from the man?
No, you just said that women are not going to ask a guy. Yeah. Ask a guy what?
You're not going to, if he says, let's go feed the ducks and lay spread your ass cheeks. You know that woman's going to say, and this is the beautiful thing about her choice. She's either going to say yes, and anything other than that, I'm going. It's it. So that means anything.
Why would you even come out your mouth like that to a woman?
Well, I'm not saying like, I'm just saying that for my dogs. We just call it like spread your ass cheeks. I just say that to my dog.
Motive behind it.
I'm saying, I know the motive behind it is the leg.
This is the thing that women should do. Even if you say, hey, let's go feed the ducks.
Yes.
Go feed the ducks. That don't mean for you to sleep with them. Why would I sleep with you?
No. I didn't say, wait. We never said wait. See, this is where you get it wrong. Men aren't looking for the ass off the bat.
That.
No, it's a man joke. That's how men play. It's a man thing. It's a man thing.
You believe.
Other than that, anyway, focus, D. What I'm saying is that it's not about, like she's saying, everything that woman said. We can go in a car, sit in the car, eat ice cream, and talk about aliens and all. Hey, listen, this is why I keep trying to tell these young men. Don't hide what you are. Once you have game, you can talk about aliens and zombies. You can talk about sci-fi. You can talk about chess. You don't have to hide who you are because the woman actually wants to get to know that part of you. And that's where these young men go wrong. They think they see a woman and then they make a false interpretation off of what they see saying, wow, she looks good. So that means, woo, that means after looking at her, they shifted to a man. She looks like the kind of woman that will be with this figment thing. So then it goes back to him, then the judgment itself. So then that means I've got to compete with the figment of my imagination person that I created to get this woman. Do you see how what goes on in these guys' head? The first thing is the judgment of her. She looks so good. She just looks like, wow. She looks like she's a gold digger. You got to be a special kind of person. And then it'll shift to, well, she looks like the kind of woman that wants a guy that's 8 foot tall, rides dragons and kills zombies. Then he shifts the judgment himself. So now I got to compete with his imagination that he created of this thing to try and impress this woman who he knows nothing about. So once that happens, D, that's when the entitlement switches on versus a man that says, so what? All right, so what? She's not smiling. So what? She's frowning. So what? She's got a lip poked out. So what? She is smiling. So what? She is cheerful. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna smoothly walk over there and talk to her regardless of the situation. That's the difference, D. It's the interpretation that these young men get, males get, versus men.
Okay, I get that, but where I'm coming from is if she got her mouth poked out and she frowning, looking mean, why even approach that? Whether you think you could turn a frown upside down, why are you even trying to do that for someone who just naturally walk around with her mouth poked out?
Okay, whether she has her mouth poked out.
Yes, you could do what you want to do, but I'm talking about when it comes to dating, courtship, whatever the case may be. Why would a man and I hope that I wouldn't even want that for my son. Why would you feel inclined to approach a woman and she's walking around with her mouth poked out?
Well, number one, because I can, and number two,
no, just you could do whatever you want, just like he could walk around. But what I'm getting at here is when you approach those type of women, even if you're able to turn her frown upside down, the point that she is walking outside with her fucking lips poked out with an attitude, that doesn't go away no matter what you say to her to make her smile at that moment. Whatever is in her is still in her.
The thing I learned when I was young.
It's not no amount of game that could change that because it's just in her. That is your delusion.
No.
That's where a lot of you guys, a lot of you men. No. That's and you are a man. But you men, even with game, y'all will fall on your ass at times, and you always fall on your ass when you try to change a woman for what she already naturally was. You know what's one of my favorite shows?
What's that?
What is the one with the one in the Power Universe with Rock?
With Rock? Oh, you talking about Kanan?
Yeah, Kanan, Raising Kanan. Yeah, that one.
Okay, yes.
I love the mother. And first of all, Patina Miller. Oh my God, she's wait. She is so fucking beautiful in real life and in that show. I love Patina Miller.
Yeah, she was popping that ass. But no, here's the thing. This one.
Let me.
Okay.
But then I kind of forgot what I was going to say. But damn, I did because I'm going on.
Okay. Well, let me explain the logic in all this.
Oh no, this is almost that.
Okay, go ahead.
Last season, episode 8, when she killed Liliana. Favorite part of that episode, probably my favorite part of the whole series. But when she went and got the permission from her cousin Joaquin, because you gotta get permission.
Yeah, get permission, yes.
She was like, yeah, I didn't like her husband, but he changed after he died. And she told him, no, she was always like that. That was always in her. It's just that she had to get the husband out the way to be who she really was. And that's what the fuck I'm saying about certain women. When you meet a woman with her mouth poked out, And it's like, okay, you could change the attitude and you could adjust it, you know what I'm saying? And moment and in that moment or for a little while. But what's in her that makes her walk around all those other times before you, that shit don't go away.
Okay. And here's the thing. It shouldn't go away because most women are the subtotal of all the average feminine males they are around. So a woman, again, it's simple time that I was taught when I was young from my mentor. It's simple time that let's look at 3 o'clock and 3:45 time. At 3 o'clock, a woman could have an argument with her parents. Her cat Vittles may die. She argued with her girlfriends. Something happened in her life that shifted an attitude in her to make her feel a certain way. And if I run into her at 3:15 based upon what happened before, then she might have an attitude and might not want to even talk because of what's going on in her past. I don't, that's why men don't care about what's going on, because there are several things that can go on. It might not just be that she just has a bad attitude. Something may happen in her life where maybe at 3:30.
As a guy, that shouldn't be a problem.
No, but that's not.
Pull up Speed Racer comment. It was like, they ain't not lying. You gotta watch out for the sheep. Yeah, and it's a lot of these chicks out here, whether you women, females, they are sheeps and wolf clothing, and they got that shit down packed to a T. And a lot of you guys, I don't care how much even the ones that got
oh my God,
get finesse. Now, y'all don't get finesse far too long, but when you walk around here and that's your ego, that's your arrogance here. I could change a woman, I could change her attitude because I'm that guy. Okay. Depending on who that woman is or who that female is, or you take the female, turn her into a woman, she ain't nothing but a wolf in sheep clothing. And then you find out eventually, a real guy such as yourself, Steve, you're a dumper, but you don't waste 6 months or 6 years when she showed you who she really was, because it was from the beginning when you met her. When you met her, she was on that bullshit time. You just thought I could change her.
That's the point, D. And that's why if we had more men, we wouldn't have all these babies running around with guys who complain about women that hold their kids and take them to court, because a lot of these suckers are glad to get a pinch of a woman than nothing at all. And they say, you know what? Relationship's supposed to be bad. She's supposed to have an attitude. She's supposed to treat you bad. She's supposed to walk all over you and all that sucker shit that they always talk about. And they let it slide. Not only do they let it slide, D, they reinforce it. They like treat me worse because they're thinking their thought is, if she's treating you bad, that means she really cares about you. If she's yelling at you, that means she cares about you. If she's hitting you. So they got a false interpretation of the woman. But those are emotionate, effeminate males. Men don't play that. And hey, look, a woman is not going to mess with you. She can't get away with anything, and that's what separates the men from the males. Dana, it's very.
But that's period. Yeah, that's like even when you raise your kids, you let them get away with stuff. You know, you're going to keep doing.
Don't.
But I'm talking about that deeper issue. See, you look at it on the surface.
Don't.
I'm going back to appearance, and that's why I said women feeling entitled. They're feeling entitled. I want. You got to make at least 6 figures, right? Or you gotta make all this money. Blah blah blah.
Sure.
You're entitled.
Cool.
You're entitled. You think you're entitled to something that you could never achieve. You could never get. You can't even get the 6-figure dude because you don't even know how to operate. See, and that's why a lot of chicks be something that they're not, or they put on that mask.
Guys, get your crayons out. I'm gonna shock y'all guys. I think it's great that a woman's entitled. I think it's wonderful she wants a guy to make 6 figures. And I think it's great she wants a guy to do all these things. And gentlemen, when you have game, this is what you simply let her know. If you're looking for him, go find him. When you want some dick, call me. Then, listen, if you feel that you want a guy that makes 6 figures, 7 figures, he rides horses and unicorns, whatever you want, I'm not here to stop that. You can go get what you want. You ain't gonna get it here. But when you can get some dick and bubble gum, all out of bubble gum, so you get some of this dick. So listen, here you go. I have no problem. Go find your Mr. Right. Whatever you feel you're entitled to, go get it, girl. Get your entitlement. You ain't getting it here, but I can give you some dick here. So go get it. Go out there and be all you can be. Because there's going to be a sucker that's going to give you what you want. You ain't getting it here, but go get it. So don't stop her from being entitled, gentlemen. Don't sit around and stop her from her entitlements. Just let her know, if you want what you want, go get what you want. But you ain't getting it here. The only thing you're going to get here is dick and bubble gum and all out of bubble gum. So that's all I can offer you. And if you don't like it, go. And that's it. It's that simple.
It's one last part I want to play to the video.
All right, let's get this, because we're about to wrap things up with you anyway. So go ahead.
What if I've let myself go? Or so what if I'm no longer? But from a man's perspective, it's a fundamental need that doesn't massively decrease. So I think they're in denial about that. They're also in denial about the amount of appreciation and verbal affirmation men need, the amount of encouragement they actually need, the amount of verbal affirmation men need. Women just assume like, oh, but he knows I love him, or he knows that I think he's handsome. The amount they need in terms of verbal affirmation is underestimated by women. And I think men are completely in denial about the level of women that they can access. I think in their mind that they deserve and should be able to access the most beautiful, young, gorgeous woman on the planet, regardless of who they are. Especially if they made a bit of money, they just believe that they can access that, and they think that that's the end of their problems. Once they've got enough money, they can get any woman that they want. They're in denial about how much work it actually takes to get a good woman to love you, and the main thing it takes is you vetting her properly. You can do all the right things, but if you choose badly, you'll never get love out of a woman. So they think they can convince a woman, and they think they can work hard enough. If they work on themselves, a lot of men will say, if I work on myself, can I access all the top women? And I say, how tall are you? And they'll say 5'6", 5. And I said, unfortunately, it's different for you. No. And I know that's such a harsh reality, but it's because top women don't compromise. And if they do compromise, they'll punish you for it.
That's bullshit. Don't listen to that sucker shit. Compromise, guys. When you're the guy, they will compromise.
Trigger as soon as she said
no, because I represent the 5'7" guys. I represent my guys. I represent my guys.
She said 5'4".
I'm just saying, it doesn't. Your height, it's not. Again, you're looking at outside. We're talking about something more deep.
We're talking about the non-average, the women are above.
Oh, God. Can we go? Let's let you answer this question before you wrap this up.
Good self-worth while also wanting to spoil your woman and treat her like, yeah, you can. Yes, I agree.
No.
But he says spoil your woman. That means you already vetted her. That is your woman. It's nothing wrong with spoiling someone if they earned it.
If she's your woman, it's an earn. But if she's just some woman, you don't do that.
But he said your woman.
Okay, well then
it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with spoiling, and for you, if you feel comfortable spoiling her, you feel as though she earned it. So I don't know what he requires as far as what the earning have to be. But it's nothing wrong with spoiling your woman who earned to be your woman, to be under your leadership. I'm under your leadership because of what? What are some of the perks? There are perks when you are quote unquote chosen by a man. You know what I'm saying? So again, there's nothing wrong with spoiling your woman.
D, let me say this before I let you go. This is bad. This is bad, D. Because if you have to ask the question, then it goes to show that you were never the guy in the first place.
A question. It sounds like a statement.
No. It's statement. No, it sounds like it says a Q. Q's are questions. He asked me a question.
So what is the question? Is can you? He just said, first of all, he said you can. He didn't even say can you.
He's trying to justify it. Anyway.
No. He's saying if she's my woman, I could spoil her. Yes, no. And it's like, yes, you can.
But you should,
a woman under what? Under what stipulations? You know, how did she earn it? After she went through your vetting process or what have you or whatever? Did she earn for you to spoil her?
But the thing is he's looking for that's a validation type question because he's not sure.
I don't think he's looking for that. I think that you just don't spoil you women.
No, you spoil ones that's worthy of being spoiled. But
that's what he's saying.
No.
If that was his question, then that's the answer. You spoil you women who are worthy being spoiled.
All right, D, talk to him. How can they get in touch with you, D?
Okay, it's 2 hours and damn near 10 minutes.
Yeah. So how can they get in touch?
Subscribe to the Dusty Chronicles. Hello to everybody on X. The people on Saturdays, more people on X starting to. I see those numbers growing on X.
I tried it. Yeah, I got to tell you about X. I'm kind of curious about it because X and Twitter seem like it's a different shift.
Well, X is Twitter, but yeah. But see, I hope.
Wait, hold on, D, hold on, stop, dog. Listen, brother, listen. It's cool to be in here.
Black.
It's cool.
Black.
I don't know what that fucking. Listen, dog. Listen. Learn the game. This is what I'm here to teach you. I hope you stay with me because you got. There's something broken in you, motherfuckers. When y'all sit around, why do y'all hate? Why do y'all? It's like you know you can't get. So does that make you feel better to hate what you can't get? I've never seen a man get that mad that says that about women in a general period. That's some sucker shit.
I think he's been rejected by Black women because they see that you're soft. They see that you're
wait. We'll talk to you. Listen, you call in, we'll talk. But D, how do they get in touch with you, D?
Subscribe to the Dusty Chronicles. Also, you can see me on The Real Thing, and I talk about politics, current events, or everything that's not about love or relationship. This is my one time of the week where
I get to let her hair down.
I think it's somewhat silly. You have grown
emotions come through.
Don't know how to date, who don't know how to vet, who are so full of themselves. So I'm glad I'm here to give you a honest perspective and some knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah, there's no reason to bash women. That men just don't bash. It's just weird how males are just so angry and bitter.
My hat, honey, this is Bailey's. Do you know what a Bailey's is, bitch?
I don't know, but hey, give it. Let me go ahead and as I let all your people go and play the run in real quick. Why don't you go ahead and say your bye? How do you do it?
Thank you, Dana Sucker, Renee, all of my moms, Catalia, Southern Belle, all the ladies and the men. See Dangerous, all y'all. Have a wonderful week. Bye.
Thank you, D. Appreciate you, D. Thank you very much, D. Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. We'll be right back.
What up, though? It's your boy, Paige Kennedy. You already know what it is. And you're listening to the manmindset.com. Dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
What's up? This is T.O. And you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
This is the Shark Damon